Today we are in the popular city of Hilcrest here in San Diego, and it is my fiance and I's 14-year anniversary, so we decided to go for a nice little bike ride. It's a beautiful day, so a perfect time to do it, and Hillcrest is a perfect place to go for a bike ride in general. There's just all the right lanes that you need to make sure you're out of everyone's way. And as we were riding our bikes, we saw two thrift stores. One is a Goodwill and one is called Daryl's Modern Trends, I believe. They're right next to each other, so we're gonna stop in and see if we can find some great items.
I love Hillcrest. There's so many cute little stores and restaurants and little cafes down here. It's one of my favorite places to go in San Diego. I know I'm passing by Goodwill, but I wanted to stop by Daryl's Modern Trends because I hadn't stopped in there before. I've never been in there, so that was our first stop. The first item I found were these leggings. I thought they could be Gymshark, but after inspecting them, I saw that it was a brand called Commence, which I hadn't heard of before, so I decided to look up comps. And from what I was seeing, it looked like they were mainly pants that sold well. So if you find pants in this brand, for a couple bucks, they resell for around $35. So I wouldn't mind picking those up. I just wasn't seeing any leggings. So with my limited space, I decided to pass on these. The next item was this Saks bag. I really loved the design. I thought it was cute, but comps seemed all over the place, ranging from $20 to $40. So arguably I could have picked it up, but I did decide to pass on it. Next up is a new to me brand. The brand is Cougar. I had never heard of them before and decided to look up comps. And they did seem all over the place. So I think this is one of those brands that if you have the right style, it'll sell for good money. So if you come across any Cougar boots for, a couple bucks, I would go ahead and look up the style and see if you can find comps on it. It's definitely worth a look up. They sell sometimes around, $50+ It really just depends on the style, is how it seemed. I could not find any of these, so I did pass on them. And the reason I'm showing you guys some of the items that I did end up passing on is because if I, had my car and wasn't on a bike, I probably would have picked up some of these items. So I wanted to kind of share those so you can be on the lookout for them as well. So these Spanx did catch my eye. However, Spanx I've just been having not the best of luck with lately. I used to be able to sell Spanx super fast for decent money. I have a pair of jeans or jeggings that are essentially identical to these that are still sitting in my closet. And for $11, I am going to decide to pass on these. Sorry for the angle on these. These are Imogen and Willie. I think I'm saying that right. It's a new to me brand, but they are Imogen and Willie. Skinny jeans. I know skinny jeans aren't the most popular right now, but the comps looked pretty decent. A little all over the place, but I think for $9.99, I wanted to go ahead and give them a try. Next are these Palladium boots. They looked really cool, which is when they grabbed my attention. I've never heard of this brand. A lot of that today. So I did look up comps, and my plan was to actually come back and pick these up just because they were so bulky. I didn't want to carry them on the bike, and I completely forgot, which is such a bummer, to go back in there. I do end up coming back to Goodwill while we have the car, but I completely forgot about these boots, and it's just a bummer. So definitely look up a Palladium, if I'm saying that right, as usual. The comps are all over the place, but generally they look pretty good. So the Imogen and Willie jeans are the only thing that I pick up at Daryl's, but we are moving on to Goodwill to see what we can find there. I was just looking through everything as quick as I could because it was time for us to go get lunch soon, and it was becoming very clear to me that there was a lot of things I really wanted to pick up. So we did end up coming back after lunch with the car, so I was able to pick up a lot more. I was really hesitant on this Apple backpack. I should have just picked it up because when we came back, it was gone. So if you're curious, we had lunch at Snooze, which I highly recommend. It was very delicious and refreshing after a long bike ride. Afterwards, we went and grabbed the car and then headed back over to Goodwill. So first I headed over to the pants section, and the first item that caught my eye were these bright purple pants. The material felt really nice. It felt like it's just a really good athletic brand, and it was the Athleta Vienna Slim Pant. I did notice this little mark on it. It was like it had been pinched under something, and I feel like I could get it out, and if not, I don't think it would have been a big deal, but luckily I was able to get it out. Right after the Athleta pants, I found these floral pants that looked like really good quality, so I checked the label, and they were Victoria Beckham. So not the diffusion line, I think it's just called Victoria by Victoria Beckham, which can do okay, but her main Victoria Beckham line, which I would prefer to find the dresses, but for $5.99, I am not going to leave these pants behind. Then I found these North Face jeans and was a little interested, but at $19.99, I'm not even sure I could get $30 for them, so I definitely passed. Next were these Fig joggers. They were in excellent condition. I love picking up Figs. They were marked at $12.99, which is a little bit higher than I would like. They're only going to sell for about $25, $30, but they sell so fast. I will pick them up almost every time. I was definitely having a lot of luck in the pants section on this day. I found these Lorna Jane pants, and I don't pick up all Lorna Jane, but these were in excellent condition and a very modern style, so I did pick them up. I was hesitant to pick up any kind of bulky shoes, but when I saw these Sam Edelman linen loafers, I had to grab them. They were $14.99 and completely worth it. They were in beautiful condition, and I knew they would sell really fast. I know I said I wasn't supposed to pick up any bulky shoes, but these I could not leave behind. At $9.99, these shoots, I think they're called the Clover Lace-Up Espadrilles, were in such beautiful condition, and they were so unique. I still haven't been able to find comps on them. I did list them for $99, which I thought was a pretty good deal considering what the Clovers usually go for, and then these having a very unique logo on the espadrille part. All right, let's rewind it a little bit back to these shoes that I should have picked up. I had never heard of them, so they felt like a knockoff of the native like slip-on shoes. These are, I think, a golf shoe, and they sell for about $45, and especially this unique style that it was in. Definitely should have picked these up, but I know now going forward. I found this Athleta set, and it was only $14.99 for the bra and the leggings, but when I got them home, the colors did not look, I guess you can kind of see it in this video, the colors did not look identical, even though they're both considered the oxidized yellow. So I did list them separately. So I have the Athleta Ultimate Stash Pocket 7/8 tights, and then I think it's called the Athleta Advanced Bra. So I did list them separately because I don't want someone to get them and say, they're not the same color or something like that. So I felt like that was just the safest bet. I grabbed these Lululemon leggings because they had them marked decently. I think it's $7.99. So I just quickly grabbed those. These neon green leggings caught my eye. At first glance, they kind of look like those cheap kind of leggings, but the material felt really well and it seemed really good quality. So I looked them up and comps looked fantastic at about $75. So I did grab those to put them in my cart. However, I noticed this stain was like a bleach mark, and the ones that I saw comps for were new with tags. So I did decide to pass on these, just not wanting to risk it having that big bleach mark on it. Then I came across this Athleta Altitude Polar Tech half zip sweatshirt. I was really hesitant to keep this myself, so I figured I would just list it, and if I gave it some time and it doesn't sell, I might keep it myself, but it was a very easy pickup. That was the last item that I picked up, so I spent a total of $95.80, and I should profit over $400, which is so amazing. And I had such a great time this day. I thought it was super thoughtful, that my significant other thought it was a great idea for our anniversary to do something that he knows that I love and brings me joy and supports me in that way. We had such a good time, not only stopping at these thrift stores, but riding our bike around Hilcrest and Balboa Park and stopping to eat lunch there. So if you're ever in the San Diego area, I highly suggest stopping by Hillcrest. There's so many cute little shops that are locally owned, so stop by and support those small businesses. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.